Pueblos, the Zunis, Hopis, they go up there. There's certain places, dwellings. They do their offerings. They leave the batons. But sadly, we're about to lose those. You get Earth, Mother Earth, one time. You don't get it 2 times or 3rd time. Where are we going to get another one if we suffocate Mom?
You guys are entering that sacred time, when now you have to call upon something bigger than you.
And we'll come back and, like I said, regroup, and we'll tack that road up Comb Wash, okay?
President Trump was in Utah Monday, where he signed proclamations that will drastically shrink some of the state's largest national monuments.
Why was the monument designation important in the first place?
It was an actual recognition of Native Americans and their history and their importance.
Benali is a descendant of the Navajo and Hopi, which were among the tribes that convinced President Obama to set aside more than 1 million acres to create Bears Ears National Monument.
Somebody actually listened to us in Washington. And now this
is the move by the Trump administration to drastically shrink the amount of land protected at Bears Ears from 1.35 million acres to just over 200,000.
Bears Ears, the monument, is the headline. But the fight itself goes far beyond just monuments. It goes to the relationship of the United States government with federally recognized tribes and treaties rights, which existed long before some of the states did.
The monument is a flashpoint, you're saying?
These actions will modify the national monuments designations of both Bears Ears and Grand Staircase Escalante.
I am Alicia Little Bear. I am from the Pueblo of Santa Ana, which is north of Albuquerque. I'm also Shawnee Creek and Uchee from Oklahoma. We're running the Sacred Strides for Healing Run, and we're doing this to bring preservation and awareness to the Bears Ears Monument. Out in Bears Ears, there's a lot of sacred sites where we go to pray, and that's what we're trying to protect. So we have runners that are coming from Arizona, New Mexico, in Colorado and Utah to meet at the Bears Ears National Monument. Running back to our lands, we feel that it is healing that earth, that we're not gone, we haven't left.
Side of Round Rock, right? So after that, we're gonna get off of the main roads there. Any questions? No? Make sure you're drinking water. Let's just gather hands real fast so we can say a prayer. Ready? Yeah. All right. Woo! Go for it.
Got a Dustin Martin dash Janae Bish Bachainishle Ta Chitni Bashish Chi New Yorker dash Cheki Ani dash Nale. My name is Dustin Martin. I'm originally from Gallup, New Mexico. I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico now, and we call it Sacred Strides for Healing because we were, I think, mostly looking to heal our relationships with each other. The coming together of all these tribes is really unique to me because my whole life I've heard people talk about why we're so different or why we can't come together. And we realize that those relationships with each other are rooted in the land. And the best way to understand your landscape is on your feet.
Good boy. Good boy.
Get it, Taco. Keep those Bears Ears up in front of you.
Running is the most original means of locomotion for us as human beings. And as Native people, we have a storied tradition in that.
God, I feel like I got 1,000 more miles in my legs.
Running in prayer is like, it becomes like breathing. You're not thinking about what you're doing or that you need it, but it's just happening. And it's great when other people are involved with it because they're breathing with you.
Pueblo Navajo crew just showed up out of nowhere. It was all according to plan. They already got their miles done. Stars are aligning.
There's a fight going on here, and I could enter a public comment or try and encourage people to join the fight as well, and more of the traditional avenues, whether it's calling your congressman or writing to this or that official, but those are not my tools. Running is my tool.
Thank you for your strength. Right on, brother.
Been running for 3 days. Just have a couple more miles to get in this morning to have all the parts converge. The Hopi Navajo route made it here to our sort of staging site before we make our way to the gathering site along Combe Ridge tomorrow morning. So the Utes are on their way from Ute Mountain, from Toyac. Also, we've encountered some friction with the locals in Utah, and just we want to avoid any confrontation. We want to make sure that people leave this experience with thoughtful prayer rather than the memory of something that was traumatic or unfortunate for them. We are getting in the few miles between here and Montezuma Creek, where the Utes will be coming in probably in the next half hour or so. We're all running together from there.
Me and Kara is from South Dakota. There's two people up there.
Yeah.
Run with it. Has all strength.
Thank you.
Good.
Just running, just trying to make things right for the future generations. For the ancestors, Mother Earth, everything that is, That's what we're all about. Prayer runners.
One thing that we needed to understand was that we needed to heal our own relationships between one another, because the Navajos and the Utes weren't always the best of neighbors. Neither were the Hopi and the Navajo. The Pueblos, we all had conflict at different times, and we understood that. But we had to come to terms, because if we were going to achieve something, we had to do it with one principle that our elders said: you get nowhere in life by yourself.
That's just what I want, is the respect of land, the respect of each other, the respect of culture and beliefs, and the respect of sacred sites, because they're not going to be here forever. And once you lose that identity, once you lose your culture, your sense of spirituality, I don't see the point of living. I don't see a point of purpose.
I think we all have an idea of what sacred means.
Nothing's really sacred unless you're willing to fight for it, willing to sacrifice for it.
In our ceremonies, we sing about these places, we pray about these places, we still come back to these places to deliver our offerings and our prayers.
The bear will hear our prayers, and the bear will hear the concerns that we have for our homeland. This is a homeland for all of us here.
To know that these tribes that were out there lost a lot of those sacred sites, that's really heartbreaking for me, for them to lose those things. And so for me to go out there and show them support is what I can do for them.
I think we're remembering what it feels like to be connected again.
It's the first time our young people have come together from all 5 regions to be a part of this.
I think One of the main purposes of this run was unity, and we achieved it, and that was through the vehicle of running. You know, we were all on the same boat.
This is all our homeland. You know, nobody's going anywhere, and so we got to learn how to live peacefully among each other.
I'm here for a reason. I'm here to fight for what's mine. I'm here to fight for others. I'm here to bring awareness. I'm here to just make a stand and not be scared, because there's no time to be scared in this world.